he was as good of a babyface as he was a heel. As good as he was as performing that character of the superhero, he was equally as good at performing the character of the evil leader of the NWO, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, just the ultimate douchebag, ultimate heel, cowardly, chicken shit, little bitch. And he played it perfectly. And the fact that he was right in the middle of those two periods, rock and wrestling as the immortal Hulk Hogan, and then into the mid-90s and into the Attitude Era as Hollywood Hulk Hogan, was really, really impressive. And you can't, nobody can say that. That's something that's never going to be duplicated again. When you think about Rock and John Cena, they're kind of just the face of one era, but Hogan was the face of two. Or think about think about 87 Hogan. Create that picture in your mind. Think of 87 Hogan. Now think of 97 Hogan, and put those images side by side, and think about the mark that they both made. It's incredible. That's something that I think needs to be acknowledged as well, is how he could play and understand, most importantly, both of those roles equally well. Knew what his job was as a babyface, knew what his job was as a heel, and went out and did it. Hogan doesn't get a lot of credit for his brain because he's so fucking goofy with all of his lies, but really at the end of the day, he knows how to get his own. He knows what to do for himself. He might not have the best advice to give to other talent, but in terms of understanding and knowing what he needs to do, I think Hogan understood what he needs to do better than anybody else has ever understood what they need to do. He really had a firm grasp on that. He understood the business. He understood opportunities, because the story goes that the NWO might have been Sting had Hogan not gone for it. But Hogan had the sense to say, hey, if I'm going to gamble with my character, I better make sure it's a sure thing. And he knew it would be. I'm not missing that gravy train. I'll hop right on there. And he became a heel and literally printed money. And, you could say that was a risk, but I think deep down Hogan knew it would be a success. I'm not sure how much he was really risking. I think Hogan was smart enough to see that that was going to be a big deal when not everybody might have. It's not like he had to transition and find his footing as a heel. He was that heel on day one. It was like he just turned it on, like it'd been inside of him that whole time. And, a lot of people, when they go through a drastic character change, it takes them a little while to kind of find their footing, get comfortable, understand what this character is going to be about, what he's going to say, how he's going to do things, that type of thing. And Hogan, from the moment that he walked out there, leg drop Randy Savage, and Mean Gene stuck that microphone in front of his face, he knew exactly what he was doing.